The Chicago Bears have positioned themselves over a couple of years into one of the best situations in terms of draft position. And not only do they secure the first overall pick, which we know is going to be Caleb Williams, but we also have the ninth overall pick, which we can go various avenues. And, we can always say that the wide receiver position is a must or that we need an edge rusher more than anything. But what if we take a look at a potential, unique situation that we could do at the ninth overall pick? What if we take Brock Bowers, a tight end from the Georgia Bulldogs? What's up, guys? Welcome back to Soback Sports, and I'm so back with another video. And today I want to talk about Brock Bowers and how, if we decide to go as a tight end with the ninth overall pick, that it would still be a solid position. But before we get into today's video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps me out a lot, and it really helps me create content like this for you guys. So please subscribe. Anyways, so Brock Bowers, is well renowned across the league, and in terms of what he did at Georgia, could not be understated whatsoever. He ended the season with 714 yards, 6 touchdowns, 56 receptions. His height is 6'4" with 240 pounds, and he's currently a junior at Georgia. He declared for the draft. He didn't do combine workouts, I'm pretty sure, but he did talk to the media, and we got some insights. I mean, obviously, national coverage isn't necessarily too high on covering Brock Bowers. While, yes, he is, well renowned, he has won some awards and whatnot. You can say a lot of good things about him, but I feel like he's kind of going under the radar now. He's not necessarily like a Caleb Williams or a Drake May, because given that how quarterback heavy this draft class is, the tight ends and skill positions are kind of going unheard of. And keep in mind, Brock Bowers also won the John Mackey Award in college as well, and he's pretty much had an illustrious career in college. And he is very athletic in terms of his like build, his ability to get yards after the carry, yards after the catch, and he overall does a lot of things that tight ends in the NFL do, and you see that within his game. And he's a receiving tight end, blocking tight end. You name it, he is that. So why would the Chicago Bears even ever consider it? You may be asking. Well, to be honest, let's take a look at who is that offensive coordinator for the Chicago Bears. And that's, you guessed it, Shane Waldron is your offensive coordinator. And back in Seattle, he would love to run uh, 12 personnel, which includes two tight ends and one running back. And given that we already got Gerald Everett and we already have Cole Kmet on our offense, you may be asking, why would we need another tight end to add to that tight end room? We already have too much. Well, I disagree in that sense. Well, Gerald Everett isn't necessarily a long-term solution, such as Keenan Allen. You need to also look into a potential very athletic tight end. You see across the league, you see nowadays that tight ends are very important. Whereas, especially a rookie tight end that can develop further on, you see what they're doing in Detroit with the Detroit Lions getting Sam Laporta and how impactful he was in terms of their offense. You see that in Buffalo with Dalton Kincaid when they drafted him as well. Kyle Pitts, which they underutilized, obviously, but that's really a coaching thing. But when Kyle Pitts is being used, he is phenomenal. And I don't see why not. Why can't the Chicago Bears go for a really good uh, tight end like Brock Bowers? And the thing is, with the ninth overall pick, Brock Bowers is poised to be a 10th overall pick in the draft. Obviously, this is not set in stone. This is just based off of like mock drafts and Tankathon. But in general, I think that the idea of Brock Bowers falling to us and having an option between a wide receiver, edge rusher, and a tight end, like, if we do end up going with the tight end, I wouldn't be mad at that, because if you come out of the draft with Caleb Williams and Brock Bowers, that would be a pretty solid option too. And he doesn't have like the flashiest stats as a wide receiver would, but for um a tight end, he has a pretty solid stats and 6 touchdowns, averages 12 yards and rushes for 28 yards, like he poses a lot of threats in terms of like the game. And think about what we would do, like in terms of Shane Waldron's 12 formation set. Like if we run a lot of that, with the addition of a running back like that we have, like in Khalil Herbert and DeAndre Swift, our offense, like rushing wise, will be insane, and it will allow us to add to that offensive line and offensive line deficiencies that we currently have as well. So it's not under the, it's completely in the realm of the possibility that we could go Brock Bowers as well. And I think that, if you were Ryan Poles and you're trying to make moves to kind of add to this team, like, yeah, skipping on Rome and Dunze would be pretty bad, but like, or like a Malik Neighbors if they end up falling to you. But I don't see this as like a bad option too. I feel like this could be also a good option. Would you like to have a wide receiver coming out, especially um in the first round when you have an opportunity to draft one? Absolutely. But overall, I think that maybe a tight end could work too. I'm not saying that this is just another option. That's why, the situation we're in is amazing, because we can have these options, have these like avenues that we can go, and have these backup plans that say things go awry in the draft, that we have insane options that we can choose with the ninth overall pick. Or even then, we can still trade back too with like a couple of spots down and get picks as well, and still be able to draft talent in the first round. But yeah, that's really it. That's really all I have for Brock Bowers. I really liked his tape. Overall, he was pretty exciting to watch, especially with his college tape and even in the SEC playoffs as well, like SEC championship, excuse me. But let me know what you think down in the comments below. Do you think it's a good idea to go with Brock Bowers at the ninth overall pick, or should we go another way? Let me know down in the comments below. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next one.